Cold-blooded, Erin Blanchfield looking to bounce back against Rose Namajunas. And AJ, when you're looking at this fight right here, you gotta like Rose in the sense of just beat Amanda Hebos, who was a tweener between 115 and 125. Just beat Tracy Cortez. Fantastic victory. You punched her eyelash off. It was hilarious, all that, right? But we're here for the fights, and we're here to talk about Rose Namajunas opening up as a minus 110 kind of dog. It was pretty much even money, but currently tracking at plus 110. Rose Namajunas is an underdog against Erin Blanchfield, and a lot of people are freaking out and saying that this is free money. I have a little bit of a different opinion, but I want to know what you think.
I have a little bit of a different opinion, Derek. And folks, if you're a fan of the show, you know I love Thug Rose. I've loved her since day one. She's an amazing fighter, right? Strong, or at least develops strong mental game, but always has the hands, always down to fight, and an amazing jiu-jitsu practitioner. She has all the tools to get it done. I just think Blanchfield is on such a tear right now, right? And the things that she can do and the space that she creates and then also hits on. Blanchfield has all the intangibles that Rose does, but it seems like it's just her time right now, unfortunately.
See, here's the thing about Erin Blanchfield that makes it kind of hard to pick after watching film is I think that athletically doesn't pop off the page, right? Like athletically. But it's weird when you look at the numbers, because you look at the numbers here. Let me go ahead. Let me just pull it up on the big screen real quick, because it's actually surprising, man. Erin Blanchfield, look at the significant strikes. 5.5 significant strikes landed per minute to 3.7 for Rose, man. It's like she's a high volume striker, but and you see it, right? She's always popping it out right there, but everyone thinks of her as just this grappler, right? Just this like thudding grappler. Now, the success that she did not have against Manon Fiorot, you can't be mad at, man, because Fiorot is is monster. Like she's a huge in that division, just in terms of like size and strength, right? Does she have the grappling chops that Rose Namajunas has? No, it's not quite the same thing, but Erin Blanchfield still wasn't really able to realize that same success. I have one big issue here with Rose Namajunas in this type of matchup. I just think Rose is small, bro. It's as simple as that. I just think she's small for the division, and if Blanchfield can work her way in to get to a body lock, take her down, I think it's going to be kind of similar to, did you watch Jillian Robertson versus Rose Namajunas when they had a grappling match?
The strictly grappling match? No, I didn't check it.
Yeah, man, it was at Fury Pro Grappling 6 1 year ago, and she got rear naked choked in less than 2 minutes. Robertson just kind of manhandled her, which it's a jiu-jitsu. It's not a fight. It's jiu-jitsu, right? But the point is if Erin Blanchfield can find her spot, I feel confident. What did we say last week with Hamza Chimaev? We trust him to get to his spot. I trust Erin Blanchfield to get to her spot. So let's talk about the numbers right here. Again, she's a minus 130 favorite, plus 110 dog for Rose Namajunas, and a submission prop is plus 500 for Erin Blanchfield. You have to remember, though, Rose Namajunas in her 16-fight UFC career has only been submitted once. So what do you think of that prop?
That's where I was looking at, Derek. I think one of the biggest ways to victory for Blanchfield in this is going to be a very slick submission right off the jump, right? Round one, round two, something that's going crazy. She's able to put the pressure on Rose, get her to the ground, find something that's quick and get it out of there fast, right? That's why I like that plus 500 odds. And especially if we're seeing the more concerned, right? I don't want to say lackadaisical, but cautious Rose Namajunas that's trying to read things. That gives more momentum to Erin Blanchfield to be able to crush that downhill roller coaster and get this fight to where she needs it to be.
What do you say to the people who, when they talk about Erin Blanchfield, they think that she hasn't really beat anybody of note in the flyweight division? What do you say to those people?
That's wild. That's absolutely crazy, Derek. I mean, look at the last, what was it? Not her last fight of Manon Fiorot, but Tyler Santos, right? Jessica Andrade, Molly McCann, even JJ Aldrich. Like those names, you might scoff at a couple of them, but even, man, Molly McCann, when she was on the tear right there, she beat her. Same thing with Jessica Andrade, always a contender. Tyler Santos, we were talking about her being a contender here in the near future. Like these are absolute studs in the 125-pound division.
You know, I'm going to push back here. I love your answer because I agree with you in sentiment, but I'm going to push back because I think it's fair to wipe off the Molly McCann fight, right? Like it was a big win in name, but let's be real, bro. You know, she's a brawler, right? She's not a grappler. Like she was in her wheelhouse for that one. Jessica Andrade, I thought that was a huge win right there, but she's a tweener too. So it's not like solidified a 125 big win. Tyler Santos, though, you can't argue with that one. That win is, I mean, and it was controversial, right? That was a controversial win, but she got the victory, and I think that's big time right there. You can't argue with the what would you say, the strength of schedule of Rose Namajunas. You can't even compare those. It's two completely different stratospheres right there. But I think it's as simple as this, man. Blanchfield, if she can keep up the volume and she can get to her spot and get the fight to the ground, she lands on average 2 takedowns per fight. I think she wins the fight right there. So if we're not looking at that plus 500 submission prop, do you think you feel confident enough to go plus 125 decision for Erin Blanchfield, or do you just take the money line right now, which is a fair price to pay, man? Minus 130 against Rose Namajunas. Do you take it?
I would take the money line on this one, Derek, with the multiple ways that Blanchfield can get this done. I see also the foot movement that Blanchfield has, where she's able to cut angles, being a hard puzzle to solve in the moment. So that could either lead to more takedowns or it could lead to a longer style of fight. We'll see how it unfolds. I like the money line.
All right, fair play. Erin Blanchfield, that is the play right here. If you do like Rose, I'm not going to be mad at you guys for hedging a little bit. Rose at plus money is something where you could take the hedge, but we're here to win money, not to hedge. And you know what I mean? Kind of. How would you even say that, AJ? You don't lose, but you nullify your winnings right there. We don't do that, right? We're efficient.
It's like tying in sports. We're not here for the tie, folks. We're here to cash in checks all day long.
That's it, baby. Let's go.